Okay, oh, wrong button. Wrong button. Okay, so first I owe everybody an apology. I seem to have committed an egregious error, and I'll have to call Scotty and apologize for that too. I accidentally went live on Just for Fun Radio this morning because I forgot to change a setting from when we went live together on Saturday for the wrestling event. This is supposed to just be the Brushfire Mind show. So it is an error I cannot correct on the fly right now. So for those of you who were expecting Scotty, I apologize, and I'm 99.9% sure he's already actually live on his channel, and I hope I didn't just cause him any trouble. But we'll be in and out of here in half an hour or less, so there's that. That said, make sure that when you're done with this, it's worth going to check out DJ Scotty over at Just for Fun Radio. I'm actually going to pull up his Facebook page real quick and just let's see. He should be live right now. Indeed. So, I'm going to blow through this morning's show real quick and get off of here just in case I'm screwing up Scotty. And again, my apologies for the misunderstanding. But if you are fans of Scotty's show and you've seen me pop up on his show a couple of times, I would appreciate if you'd go ahead and give us a like and a subscribe down below. That's for the Brushfire Mind again, and I'll call Scotty as soon as we're done here and make my apologies because whoops. So it is MemeWar Monday. On Mondays, what we do here on the Brushfire Mind is we talk about the meme war, the culture war. And the meme that I want to talk about this morning is the absolute treasure trove of memes that have come out of Joe Biden stumbling and falling down the steps trying to get onto Air Force One. This should not be a matter of significant public interest on the face of it, but there are some mitigating factors in this case. I'll begin with the question, is it okay to laugh at a feeble old man with dementia who has a physical slip, a mistake, an accident, and puts himself in immediate risk of falling to his great detriment, probable injury, and potential demise? No. It's not okay to laugh at that. It's not cute. It's not funny. It's heartbreaking. It's tragic. It's really properly tragic. But is Joe Biden a different case study? Absolutely 100%, and here's why. Let's begin by taking a peek at how the news covered Donald Trump on a wet ramp. So Trump blames very slippery ramp. And for those of you who don't watch my show regularly, these are all archived links, as in we're not giving clicks to the eternally obsolescing legacy media. We steal their content through the archive mechanism. And so when you find the links in the YouTube description later, I'll post them after the show, they will be archive links, which means you won't be giving money to the enemy. Been up there archived today. So this article is from the middle of last year in June. Oh, apparently Scotty isn't even having a show today, so you're welcome. I'll just have to call him personally afterwards. Good. So let me take a moment and just say good morning to, I see a bunch of people in the chat that I know and several that I don't, and many of you I only know from Scotty's show. So Jeffrey says I'm live over on Just for Fun still. Yes, there's no way for me to divorce the two streams once I've actually gone live. But I see Jeffrey, I see Janine, good morning. Troy, Dennis, Tommy, and now we're getting into my own crew. Ooh, Blight 1024, 10124. Want to become famous? Buy followers Prime. Yeah, no, thank you. You are, there's the ban hammer. Okay, so you get the ban hammer from the BFM when you come onto my show and try to sell me something. Go away. I see Tammy. I see Jackie. You know what, Jackie? I looked at your name and the way it's spelled, and I almost overthought it and went for the French. I was like, wait, no. You were. I assume that's short for Jacqueline or something of the sort. I got another Jeff Rich, and then my standbys, the BFM team, Steve Rodemeyer, Krista, good morning, sunshine. Love you guys. David Manders is watching. Morning, brother. Okay, let me take a moment for David just to say thank you so much. I had an absolute freaking blast on Saturday coming out to the Southern Fried Championship Wrestling event. If you guys didn't see that, we live streamed that event with the Brushfire Mind / East Atlanta Video multi-camera live streaming kit, and DJ Scotty and I were commentating. There was another cat out there, and I apologize. His name fails me. I think it's Adam. But he was also live streaming with a different type of multi-camera setup, and I'm hoping that he and Scotty and I can get together and make a more comprehensive, condensed product around that. We had to rely on the overwhelming power of the other guy's speakers blowing out our microphones to dodge copyright complaints on some of the music he was using. So, now let me get back to this. This story right here about Donald Trump on the ramp without a handrail. This is why the story about Biden gets to be funny. This is why we get to laugh at him. This is why you should laugh heartily at Biden and take this slip for, and by the way, if you're mostly just for fun watchers, this show is political. I'm funny, but we do politics. So, Trump blames very slippery ramp with no handrail after videos show him walking unsteadily after his West Point speech. So let's be very clear about this. The story that they ran with to scream all up and down, they made the claims. The mainstream media and many, many Democrats demanded that the 25th Amendment be enacted to remove Donald Trump from office in June of last year when he stumbled, but he didn't, or not stumbled, when he walked slowly, right? He just didn't walk fast enough for them down a slippery ramp in the rain. And that was enough for them to scream, oh, he's feeble, he's unfit, he's unhealthy, he's a hazard to himself and therefore the country. He needs to be removed. He's no longer fit to serve. Remove him. Get him out of there. Okay, so that's the narrative that they ran with when Donald Trump simply walked a little slowly down a ramp back in June of last year. And when he did, Joe Biden said, watch how I run up ramps. Biden made it a point. Because I'm so young and healthy and virile, I can run up ramps, unlike weak old Donald Trump. Biden's almost an octogenarian. He's old. Biden is nearly half a decade older than Donald Trump. Biden is the oldest president ever to be elected. Or, shall we say, selected. And that's what got him. See, he didn't trip going up the stairs because he walked up them carefully the way an older man should. No. Biden falls 3 times trying to go up the stairs. There'll be no sound. I'm just going to play the little video clip there. Oh, well, screw you, MSN. MSN doesn't want to play the video clip. Okay, so anyway, many of you have already seen the video clip. If MSN doesn't want to cooperate on that, it's because I use the archive link. Archive the article, not the video. So many of you have seen the video. He trips 3 times and actually falls flat out onto the staircase as he's going up the staircase. Now, we get to laugh because he was boastful about his virility and youth and health and strength. Because Joe Biden is the U.S. resident that continues to physically threaten people. You know, hey, look, fat. You wanna do some push-ups? Let's get down and do some push-ups, fat. Or I'd like to take Donald Trump out behind the gym and beat his ass. Oh, is that right, Joe? I mean, the Democrats love to talk about violent rhetoric. Joe Biden literally makes physical threats against his political opponents. And especially did so against Donald Trump. He said he would take him out behind the school and beat his ass. Because Corn Pop was a bad dude. So we get to laugh at Biden, and the reason this qualifies for a MemeWar Monday take is because we get to look at the disparity in the coverage. When Biden tripped, an aide says Biden is doing fine and that it was very windy at the time. Oh, I see. The wind. So a weather condition contributed to the occurrence. Is that right? A weather condition contributed to the occurrence. Trump blames very slippery ramp with no handrail. You see the pictures. In fact, there was no handrail. In fact, it was rainy, and I don't know if this strikes anybody else, but with no handrail available in the rain on a ramp, President Trump decided to walk a little slower and take his steps carefully. That, to me, sounds like prudence. Let's assume for just a moment that it is President Trump's, or rather it was President Trump's physical condition. He's overweight. Frankly, he's not severely overweight for his age. But, you know, he's a little overweight. He's also very tall, and I can tell you that's a factor because, like for me, it's a long way down. I mean, the floor, guys, the floor, it's way the hell down there, right? Like my toddler, she'll run through the house and trip and fall flat on her face and bounce right back up, happy-go-lucky, ready to rock and roll. Yo, I need a parachute if I'm going to stumble on some stairs. 6.5 feet. That's a long way to the damn floor. Not long ago, I had a medical appointment with the VA, and they called me to do a little question and answer session. I will be 40 later this year. And I think this call was mid last year, honestly, right around the time of the handrail incident. And the VA calls me and they ask me all these questions. You know, do you have COVID symptoms? Do you have this? Do you have that? And then the woman asked me, have you fallen recently? I was like, wait, did I check into Golden Acres? How old do you think I am? She said, well, I see you have hearing aids here. It's like, yeah, but do you not see that I have a birthday there too? Come on, man. Come on, man. So, now, in fairness, this meme doesn't need a whole lot of attention, but the thing to point out, the thing to understand is that there is a dramatic disparity between how the news covered Donald Trump simply taking additional steps to cautiously traverse a treacherous piece of terrain, and how the media jumps up and, if they cover it at all, they excuse away Biden falling 3 times on a staircase. And go watch that clip. He's more than halfway up the staircase when he trips and falls. So he is definitely at danger height to falling down there. Bro Andy Bass says, I'm 56. Are you 56 year old? Are you 56 years old? I'll be 40 later this year. I'm an 80s baby. My hearing aids are a result of desert wars and a horde of children who are numerous and belligerent. Thank you very much. So that is, but yeah, I think I've pretty much covered the story, and we typically only do one major dive on a given show on the Brushfire Mind. So I'm going to go ahead and start to wrap this up, but I'm going to take a little bit of sweet time at wrapping this up. Yes, bro, Andy Bass, this white beard is a liar. That's 4 kids in a desert war. So we've got Corey McMichaels joined us, Delisa Birch, bro Andy Bass, Ford Swan's with us too. Good morning, Ford. Good to see you. And Matthew Simpson. And Richard Bradshaw hadn't said, I don't think I said good morning to you yet either. Thanks everybody for joining the chat and commenting this morning. Thanks so much for watching this morning. So a little bit of wrap up, a little bit of housekeeping. Saturday, doing the live stream from the Southern Fried Championship Wrestling show, that was the maiden voyage of my major live streaming platform in its current iteration. I've been set up to remote live streaming for a while, but there was a lot of new equipment involved in that setup on Saturday, so a lot of that was kind of experimental, testing the water, seeing how one new camera worked with the existing cameras, playing with a new switchboard, and a lot of technical stuff like that. And I gotta say, apart from the issue with the audio from the speakers when the music was playing being just too loud for the set of microphones that I had set up, when the wrestlers and the announcer and when Scotty and I and the sponsors that we had on were speaking either with the hand mics that they were using in the rink or with the wireless lavalier mics that Scotty and the guests and I were using over at the DJ table, that audio was on point. It could use a little bit of work, but it's pretty solid. Bro Andy Bass says, I've done an awesome job Saturday. I love the camera work. Brother, I appreciate that. And, funny story, just having an arm up, holding onto the camera and manipulating the buttons to zoom in and out while flipping the little switch next to me to cut back and forth between the cameras. By the time I was done, my shoulders felt like I had done 100 push-ups. It was eye-opening to run that camera as fast as I was moving it around to keep up with those wrestlers. We got some lessons learned from that setup. We're going to be set up at a different location relative to the ring the next time we do it. From where we were Saturday, I didn't have a good, clear shot on the door where the wrestlers entered, so I'll be trying to get cameras positioned more strategically the next time around. This time I showed up and I saw where Scotty was set up, and I just set up right next to Scotty's tables, and so we worked with what we had there. David came over and talked to us for a minute, and we put him on camera for just a minute, and that was fantastic. I see several people saying it was a great show Saturday. Awesome job with the camera work and all that stuff. I appreciate the hell out of it, guys. Y'all just giving me a bigger and bigger head every day, and I thank you so much for that. So, since I've accidentally hijacked Scotty's show this morning, I will take this moment to say, so Scotty goes live at 7:30, and so do I. I don't want to peel viewers off of Scotty's show generally. I would appreciate a watch. I would appreciate your watch time. I would appreciate a subscribe and likes and shares. Help me grow this channel. Part of that is I'm doing a lot of stuff with Scotty and several of the other guys that are involved with Scotty. We'll be putting out more comedy content, more frankly, we're going to be doing some crazy shit and Scotty's Scotty's got some great ideas. I've got some good ideas, and I have amazing equipment and a formal education and a shitload of training and experience in running cameras and making funny videos. So Scotty and I are going to be blowing up some content, and the live remote thing is also going to be a new something that we do more often and more aggressively. So help me grow this channel. That helps Scotty grow his channel, and growing Scotty's channel helps me grow this channel, and so on and so forth. We've got a wonderful cyclical business relationship to make both of our reaches much broader, much bigger. And like I said before, I know Scotty doesn't do political content for the most part, but I get the feeling from having actually met many of you in person that the political content I do is probably the kind of political content that you'll be more interested in. I didn't exactly vote for the current resident, as one might notice. I actually got that Trump no more bullshit flag from the Trump rally where Vernon Jones went crowd surfing in Macon, which was a blast. So, yeah. But yeah, so little cleanup on any given day, except for apparently today when Scotty's not doing a show. I do about a half hour starting at 7:30, and I recommend that after you watch me, you go watch Scotty, because he and Holly are just hilarious. They are hysterical. So thanks for watching this morning, guys, and make sure you tune in on Fridays especially. On Fridays, we do the Firearms Friday show, where we pull up a dozen or so stories of recent defensive gun use. We try to get them all within a week. Last week was a little different. There just weren't any big stories on defensive gun use for about 5 days, so they were all from the previous week. But we pull out the defensive gun use stories. We read them. I try not to read the stories as much as possible. I try to just grab them by the headline so I know it's a defensive gun use story, so that I'm a little bit surprised by what the article is. And then me and my co-host Cameron Anderson, we go through, we read them, and we score them based on, how was the armed citizens' marksmanship? What was the outcome? Was it a desirable outcome? The highest score is, of course, a DRT, where the criminal dies at the scene and saves the taxpayer a boatload of money in incarceration and adjudication fees. We appreciate judicious marksmanship. We're big 2A guys over here at the Brushfire Mind, and with that, we appreciate judicious marksmanship. So, y'all be safe out there. Thank you so much for watching. We love you, and keep an eyeball out. I think Scotty's going to have some very interesting guests this week. I know he had an interesting guest scheduled for this morning, but sounds like something may have interfered with that, and I hope he's okay. I'll have to give him a call in just a minute and check on him. Y'all take care, be safe, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow.